Purification. The beauty of Russian nature is deceptive. Thousands of different forms of radiation and chemicals circulate through the air, water, and food. Ecological disaster. It is something that affects all of us. What about our children and grandchildren? David and Sheila Gaiman are the expert educators of a new means of purifying the body.
So the program started in Russia in 1991 when, at the invitation of the Academy of Medical Science of the then Soviet Union, we came to detoxify 13 men from Kaluga who were badly affected by the radiation that occurred on the days following the Chernobyl disaster. The book that we used and the method that we used was founded by L. Ron Hubbard in 1979 and has been used extensively in over 27 countries on something like 200,000 individuals in clinical situations. The program is approved by Minister Agapov by a license granted on August 5th of 1994 for the whole of the Russian Federation. I want to tell you how delighted we are with the quality of the Russian doctors that we have trained so far. There are 21 Russian doctors, and the cream of them are working here at Vasilevskaya now. I am so proud of Dr. Vavra, Dr. Nina, and Dr. Nikolai Valentinovich Vorontsov.
Sanatorium for Children Vasilevskaya. The children with radiation after Chernobyl explosion are treated here. You can hardly find a better place for ill health. How did you sleep? Any problems? Are you in high spirits? Are you tired of the program? The program of detoxification or removal of the toxins out of the human body takes about 2 weeks. Everyone follows the same procedure in the program, but everyone is treated individually. It is not easy to understand each patient. The doctors are giving instruction to the children.
Well, if the doctor himself was not on the program and didn't experience it through his own body, it would be more difficult for him to control the children, to work with them on the program. In general, the program is quite stressful for the patients.
Андрюша! Дима! Дорогой Андрюша, я рад, что тебе стало легче. Нет, все выполняешь правильно, молодец, держись. Аня Жукова? Да. Дорогой Игорек, все идет как надо, с тобой доволен. Сегодня акцент той же дозе, сауну увеличиваем, держись с любовью.
Когда я сама прошла эту программу?
When I was on the program and completed it, I myself experienced the joy that the person might have after becoming free of toxins.
The morning test is coming to an end. Each patient is given his own portion of vitamins and minerals. Now it's a very important part of the program, the use of niacin, the main destroyer of toxins. Niacin has been known for quite a long time. Niacin is vitamin B3, which we get with our food. All the vitamins are important for good metabolism. Vitamin B3 is present in many items of food, but if you are given it in a certain amount, this vitamin conducts itself in a strange way. It causes reactions in the blood vessels. For example, the workers at the mercury plant in Siberia had traces of their buttons, pockets, and seams on their skin. It's very difficult to explain this phenomenon. It's also difficult to explain the traces of radioactive rainfall on the skin of a man, moreover when the one had been exposed to the radioactive rain 3 years ago. The first stage of detoxification is the physical exercise. The light 30 minutes run makes blood circulate quicker and move deep into the tissues where toxic compounds are stored. The blood stirs them up and prepares them for removal. Sauna is a dry Russian bath, banya. While in the past it was very useful in treating different illnesses, now it happens to be a good assistant in the fight against the new evil, chemical and radioactive contamination of the body. Initially, there was a program called the sweat program. Sweat removes the toxic compounds out of the human body. Our civilization has become a chemical one. The doctors prescribe medicines at the first complaint of the patient. If you have a headache, here is an analgesic. There is even a TV advertisement for analgesics. Take an aspirin upsa or some other medicine to reduce your headache. You will feel the consequences of that later, by low immune system or some other changes in the composition of blood and some other things.
Taking niacin, we can observe quite different reaction. This is Irina. She has traces of old sunburns on her face. Here she had a t-shirt, and here you see the traces of her former bathing suit.
In 1991, we had 12 people on the program, and I was the 13th, who were affected by Chernobyl explosion. We had a high radiation, and were very surprised to learn that in 2 weeks the level of radiation was reduced 8 times with some of the patients. It was the first time when I observed the longitudinal red strips on the skin of those who have been exposed to the radioactive rain. Till now, there is no explanation to this phenomenon. We don't know how these reactions are preserved in the body for years and are revealed on the program. While sweat removes toxins out of the body, the person needs the extra portion of vitamins and minerals in order to promote biochemical balance of the body, to restore tissue and cell levels. First of all, we control the temperature regimen to avoid excessive heating and maintain liquid balance. We also keep an eye on the children for them to feel comfortable in the sauna.
The doctor is giving another portion of vitamins, while the children are having the second breakfast in the sauna.
Understanding that the program is quite stressful, Hubbard decided to do as much as possible to make each patient comfortable on the program.
This program is a very precise technology, and written daily reports are the inseparable part of the program. Each client writes about his feelings and sensations which he had during the day, what successes he had. Adults have better comprehension of what to write in their reports, while children do it more sincerely. Maybe they have less understanding of what is happening in their body, but they describe it in a more touching and sensitive way. The children are very honest to describe their feelings when the toxins are leaving them.
Очень нежно и трогательно описывают то состояние, в котором они пребывают по мере того, как токсические вещества, и вот у группы детей радионуклеиды уходят из организма.
Ну, хочется яблок, апельсинового сока.
I'd like to have apples, orange juice. When you're in a sauna, you desire something sour. Yuri, how was you in a sauna today? I'm fine. Great, you see your weight is stable. You took 2 potassium by plasma, everything is right. Did you feel lightness in the sauna? Yes, I did. I felt the unusual lightness. So it means that you were ready to stay in sauna quite long and didn't feel heat. No, I didn't feel the heat there. Did you sweat well? Yes. Fine. And in the sauna, you realized that completed the program, right? Yes. Are you sure? Yes, I am. And here in your report, you mentioned that you overcame all your illnesses and problems and your body became free of toxins. Yes. My congratulations. Thank you.
I'm very, very, very delighted that you finished the program.
I'm very happy.
Good Kaluga man, well done. Oh, sure.
Good Englishman.
When all the children are working and attend classes, the doctors are working with their reports, making new prescriptions, comparing tests on the intellect and social communication.
Вот, например, лист симптомов Михалевич Ирины.
Here is a list of symptoms of Michalevich Irina. Before the program, she was suffering headaches, fatigue, nervousness.
Нервозность у нее была 10, бессилие 5, головная боль 2, головокружение 2, и боли в животе 7, и отношения в коллективе, коммуникабельность на 5 баллов.
У нас там в селе радиационная зона.
There, in our village, the radiation is very high. We were eating mushrooms, berries from our forest.
Ягоды с леса.
And after the completion of the program, she has no complaints. Everything is fine. She has no headache, no stomachache. Of course, I would like to be on the program once more. I liked it. And I do not want to leave this place. Everyone was so kind and tender to me.
Все здесь добрые были, ласковые.
My appetite and my mood improved. It is easier to study now.
Женя
Sechin had the highest level of radiation, 17 kilobecquerels. In 8 days, his radiation reduced to 11.
За 8 дней программы до 11.
I felt sleepy before and now everything is fine. We're playing football all day long. In 2 weeks, the level of radionuclides in the first group considerably reduced. There were 14 children in the group, and 5 of them still had radiation after 2 weeks on the program. But I hope soon we'll make radiometric measurements, and those 5 will have 0. So we'll remove all radionuclides out of their body, including cesium-137 first of all. At first, I thought it was impossible, as the radiation had been accumulating since 1986. and I didn't know how to remove it for the first few days. At first, I didn't believe it was possible, but now, when I completed the program, I have none left in my body.
Когда прошел все это, сейчас у меня нет ничего.
Usually, at this season, autumn and spring, I had frequent asthma attacks, and it was very difficult for me to bear those changes in the weather and when the trees were in blossom, mainly the poplars. I had breathlessness, and now, after the program, I had the attack once, but it was not strong, and I coped with it without any problem. I was given vitamin C, and everything has gone. Here is a success story of the girl. I enjoyed the program. My mood improved, and I began to smile more often. I'd like my mother to be on the program. This is the happiest day of my life.
I guess that the best quality of the program is that it gives childhood back to the children. According to the reports of the World Health Organization, the lifespan of our children and grandchildren in Russia may be about 50 in future.
And our delight would be that there were hundreds of detoxification centers similar to what we're working to put here in Vasilevskaya Sanitarium, all over Russia, and indeed all over the world. Then my grandchildren and your children can grow up in a world that is safe and hopefully cleaner than the one we now live in. Thank you.